Good morning. My name is Attorney Maya Green, and I am here with my co-counsel, Attorney Tamander Wilkerson, and we are joined by our client, Ms. Ling Long Wei. Ms. Ling Long Wei has used a lot of courage. It has taken a lot of courage for Ms. Wei to be here to speak to you all this morning. We are here today because Michigan State University failed Ms. Wei. Michigan State University recruited Ms. Wei as an international student on an F1 visa. A dream had come true for Ms. Wei to study here in Michigan. Unfortunately for Ms. Wei, it was a nightmare. Immediately upon entering this country, Ms. Wei was forced hours away from Michigan State University's campus to spray hazardous pesticides and herbicides without proper training, without proper protective equipment, without even taking a class at Michigan State University. She was forced hours away into fields to spray hazardous pesticides and herbicides for hours on end, hours after hours, days after days. She was subjected to hazardous pesticides without proper gloves, without proper protective equipment, without proper respirator mask, without proper training. Ms. Wei was thrown out there to spray these pesticides and herbicides without being protected. Ms. Wei was in a foreign country. Ms. Wei was speaking a foreign language, engaging in foreign activity at the disposal of Michigan State University, and they knew that. Ms. Wei was constantly reassured that what she was doing was not harmful to her, and she relied on that. She relied on Michigan State University. She relied on her superiors to her detriment. And in July of 2024, Ms. Wei was diagnosed with thyroid cancer due to her exposure at Michigan State University. Ms. Wei has had to undergo an invasive surgery, leaving her with a permanent scar, something that she has to deal with for the rest of her life. Ms. Wei now has to take daily medication. Ms. Wei has to deal with hormonal imbalances. Ms. Wei now is in fear that she will never have children because of the exposure that was at the hands of Michigan State University. And today, we call for justice for Ms. Wei. Today, we want to hear from Michigan State University because Michigan State University failed Ms. Wei. I will let my co-counsel speak.
Good morning, everyone. As my co-counsel stated, Ms. Wei was failed. Michigan State University knew the risk. Ms. Wei did not. She trusted them. They knew that she needed this personal protective equipment. Every day she asked them, am I safe? Is this safe? She was reassured day after day that she was safe, when in fact, she was not. Every time she went to spray these pesticides without a mask, she inhaled these chemicals. Every time she went to spray these pesticides without personal protective equipment covering her clothes, her skin absorbed these chemicals. She was never told that she was not supposed to wear her regular clothing with these chemicals. She was never told that she should wash properly after using these chemicals. She was never informed of any safety precautions when using these chemicals. Michigan State University was responsible for her. She trusted them with her safety and with her care, and they did not protect her. They did not protect her at any time. She constantly asked, am I safe? They told her she was safe when in fact she was not safe. And now here we are in a situation that could have been prevented. This could have been prevented because Michigan State University was responsible for giving her the proper training, the proper equipment to protect her, and the proper guidance when using these materials. She wasn't even supervised at times when she was using these materials, when she was using these toxic, harmful chemicals that has now left her with this cancer that she will be fighting for the rest of her life. What she thought would be a dream of studying in the United States as a foreign student became this nightmare of dealing with this for the rest of her life. And now Michigan State University needs to know that this is not okay. It's not okay to neglect the students that are left in your care, that you are responsible for keeping safe, and you failed to do so. This was a failure on Michigan State University's behalf, and we need them to take accountability not only for what happened to Ms. Way, but also we need redress so this won't happen to anyone in the future. People send their children to this school to study and become greatness, and Michigan State University does not care. They put these students in this program and they leave them there to fend for themselves, and now here we are with a student that trusted them and is left with this lifelong altering illness. This is not okay, and we need Michigan State University to know this is not okay. We'll allow Ms. Way to make a brief statement, and we'll take questions afterwards.
My recovery journey has been very challenging. After under my thyroid cancer surgery, I did have to adjust to taking medication every day to regulate my hormone levels. I will need to take thyroid pills every day for the rest of my life. I will live with my permanent scar. And I will have to always stronger against depression because of hormone imbalances. It's very common for me to experience fatigue, which significantly impacts my daily life and career. And it's very difficult for me to have children because of these hormone issues. But the scary part is that there are still nodules in my body. One is here and one is here, which could cause another cancer in the future. Back then, when I was a student at MSU, I did speak up about my concerns, but no one listened. I was scared because of the department, how the department treated me. So I did not advocate strongly for my own protection, especially since I was told everything was okay and the exposure was harmless. So for me, this fight is not only about what I have already gone through, but also about the constant fear of what could come next. And I'm very grateful and very hopeful today to be here to share the truth, to protect other students so that no one else has to go through what I did. Universities, including MSU, should implement stricter safety guidelines and mandatory training to protect all student researchers. Too often, international students are overlooked because some assume they will return home after graduation, leaving their concerns unheard. But every student, regardless of where you are from, deserves safety, respect, and proper support. That's how we honor the truth, and that's how we protect the next generation. And that's why I would not stop speaking out.